Hi, you guys. Welcome to our online party. And we are so excited that you're here and that you decided to join us tonight. So, before we get started, I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce a couple other girls that are going to be helping us out and give you a little bit about our backstory and why we got started with this business. So, my name is Courtney Rollo, and I have been with this business for just under a year, about 10 months. I know before I started, I wanted nothing to do with this business. I watched my friend Courtney for 4 years do this, and she was doing great, but I wanted nothing to do with it. That changed pretty quickly, though, once I had my son. We were living paycheck to paycheck, and I was just like working a full time job, living paycheck to paycheck, paying the minimums on everything, and that was pretty much it. I didn't see any way of ever getting ahead. And then when I had my son, I just remember holding him and rocking him to sleep and just crying because I knew that I was going to have to leave him soon and go back to work. And I didn't want that to be my life. I didn't want to be the mom that wasn't able to go to school functions and, see him off on his first day of kindergarten or, be there for like, I don't know, crazy hat day and watch him do a parade. Like, I wanted to be the mom that was able to be there for all of that. And I just knew going back to work, I wasn't going to be able to do that. So I saw a friend of mine post that they actually joined with my friend Courtney. So I said, what the heck? It's worth a try. So I reached out to her and I joined with her, and I've been loving it ever since. My first couple of months in the business, I was able to make some extra money to pay for some bills that didn't have to come out of my bank account, and that was really great in itself right there. And then I actually just got a $10,000 bonus, paid off my first credit card, and it is not stopping. Right now I do still work a full-time job. I do work Monday through Friday, but I'm able to get ahead and pay for bills that weren't, we weren't able to get ahead of before. We're not paying bills the day they're due or the day before they're due. I mean, we're able to pay all of our bills at the beginning of the month and be able to breathe and be able to pay off debt, which is amazing because that was something I never thought that we were going to be able to do before. And like I said, I still work a full-time job, but I know I'm not going to be there forever. I know that this business is going to bring me home to my family, and my goal is, before we have our second baby, this is going to bring me home. My second child will never have to know the feeling of mommy leaving to go to work. I will be there for everything. I'm not going to miss anything, the first crawl, the first laugh, the first steps. I'm not going to miss any of it. And I'm going to be there for my family, and that's so exciting. And I know that this business is going to do that for me. So even though I'm not there yet, I know that's going to happen. So again, I work a full-time job. I work this into the pockets that I have, and I make it work. And I've been able to do some pretty big things so far. And you guys, I know it's not stopping here. And if I can do it with a full-time job and a 10-month-old, well, he's almost a year now, and almost a year-old baby, I know that anybody can do this, and I know that you can make it work, and I know that we can help you.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle McGregor. I am a mom of 3 and I've been a hairstylist for 13 years. I have actually been with It Works just a little over a year, and about 4 years ago my husband and I decided to move from upstate New York to Texas, and I found a salon where I could start over and build my clientele. Well, 6 months into working at that salon, they went out of business and decided to close their doors. So I decided to go into business for myself. I opened up a salon suite where all I had to do was pay rent. I could come and go as I pleased and made my own schedule. And for a year, that was going amazing for us. And then we found out we were expecting baby number 3, our little blessing we had been praying for 2 years, and we were so excited. But things happen, life and pregnancy did not go as planned. I ended up having preeclampsia 3 months before I was due. And he ended up arriving 2 months early. He was in the NICU for a whole month, and at that time I had to send all of my clients to another hairstylist, and I actually had to give up my salon because I wasn't working. I didn't have an income. I couldn't pay the rent, so that was really hard. I had to go pack everything up and leave my stylist, business behind, but I knew I wanted to stay home with my baby. I didn't want to send him to daycare. So my best friend approached me and told me about It Works, and she was like, you really should do this with me, come take a look at this party on Facebook. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And I was thinking, well, I do want to lose some weight because I just had a baby, and I was like, and if I can use these products and make money, that would be definitely a bonus for us. So it was so good because I ended up losing 15 pounds drinking our skinny coffee, which I love. I drink it every single day. And I was making an income. I was paying for our groceries, I was paying for diapers, and I was actually getting to treat my family to dinners out every once in a while because being a wife and a mom of 3, I don't always want to cook. So it was really good to be able to treat our family to dinners out. And actually, fast forward to 1 year being in this company, I have replaced my full-time income as a hairstylist. I earned a $10,000 bonus, which is helping my family so much. I'm getting to take us on a vacation where I'm actually picking up the bill. My husband doesn't have to take any money out of our savings to pay for that. And now we are expecting baby number 4, and I don't have to worry about taking time off work. I can stay home and be a full-time stay-at-home, work-from-home mom, which I actually love so much because with this company, dreams that you have for yourself or your family aren't too big. No dream is too big. You can accomplish it with this company, and I love it so much. And whether you want just freedom of time, you want to just pay for gas, you want to be able to go out every once in a while, you can do it with this company because sky's the limit. We have so much to offer, and I'm so glad I took that leap a year ago, and now I can stay home with my babies full time.
Hi everyone, my name is Danielle Tessing, and I have been a work-from-home mom for 3 years now, and I am also an actor, so I do TV, film, and commercial work here in the Orlando area and also Atlanta. Being an actor, I could never have a quote-unquote normal job, so I needed something that would be able to allow me to take off in the middle of a work day to go on audition, or take 2 to 3 weeks to go film a TV show in Atlanta. And I decided just to go into the service industry after I got out of college. So anybody who's worked in the service industry knows how taxing it can be. I worked 5 days a week, 10 to 12-hour days. I was overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, and it was inconsistent. Some Fridays I would walk home with $300, and other Fridays I'd be sent home with nothing because we weren't busy and we didn't have anybody coming in. So I was tired of having more month than money at the end of the month. I was tired of being disrespected and overlooked, and with a bartending job, there was no job security. They could fire you for literally anything. I was just miserable. So my girlfriend Courtney actually approached me about the business, and I said, absolutely not. That is a scam. That is a pyramid scheme. I'm not doing that. But just to humor you, I will be a customer for you. So as a customer for a month, I tried the wraps. The first time I tried the wrap on, I did it completely wrong, ignored her instructions. I think I put it on backwards. And I swore up and down it didn't work, and it was terrible. And the second time, she's like, okay, let me wrap you, and we'll actually follow the instructions. And believe it or not, I got amazing results. And but I still wasn't interested in joining the business. Absolutely not. And then it was one day we were sitting outside by the dumpsters because that was where everybody took their smoke breaks. We didn't smoke, but it was just a way for us to get outside, escape the loud music and all the people yelling and being drunk and stupid. So we went outside and we're just talking about how miserable we were. And she's like, Danielle, I think this business is going to get us out of the service industry, and I want you to come with me. And I'm like, you know what? I spent $99 on a lot of things, and none of them gave me a paycheck. So I put it on a credit card, and I just went for it. You guys, I was terrified. I knew nothing about social media. I had maybe combined like 400 friends on my Instagram and my Facebook. I didn't know anything about the products. I knew nothing. And I did nothing for 3 months. My kit sat under my bed collecting dust, and I did absolutely nothing. And it wasn't until I saw 2 little lines on a pregnancy test that I realized I had to give this a real shot. and I hopped in full force. And within a year, I was able to earn a $2,000 bonus on top of a $20,000 bonus. I replaced my full-time income from bartending, and I have now been a work-from-home mom ever since. I'm due with our daughter in May, and I'm never going to have to miss a moment of my son or my daughter's life. We have the freedom to do what we want. We can take the vacation without having to worry about how we're going to pay for it. We can afford Disney annual passes. We can just breathe more. We can have more freedom. I can spend time with my kids and my husband without having to worry about leaving them to go to a job I hate. So if this sounds anything like you, let me be the first to tell you that I was completely skeptical about this business, and it has completely changed my life, and I know it can change yours too.
Hi guys, I'm Courtney Bailey, and I've been with this amazing company for 3.5 years now. So before I started at Works, I was the busiest person on the planet. I had 3 jobs. I was a wedding planner by day, bartender by night, events in between, and I was in school getting my 3rd degree, which I was really excited about, but I was really just adding to that mountain of student loan debt. I never got to see my boyfriend or my friends or my family. I never even had time to myself. I was barely getting 4 hours of sleep every single night. And I had my breaking point when I almost had to give away my dog because I was working so much and he was home alone all day, every day. And I remember crying myself to sleep and just thinking, this isn't the way my life is supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be working my life away, yet still be broke all the time. And I prayed for God to bring something to pull me out of my struggle. And he answered those prayers not even a week later. Totally not in the form I was expecting at all, but I saw my friend Rachel posting about that stupid rap thing, like I used to call it, because I thought there's no way that works. But living in Florida, I swallowed my pride and messaged her that I wanted to try that stupid rap thing. And the joke was on me because I got great results and it worked, and I've been hooked ever since. So not only did I get hooked on the raps, but Rachel invited me to an online party just like we're inviting you guys to now. And I saw all these different products and I thought, wow, there are so many people that could benefit from this whole entire product line. I was the busiest person and I had no extra time whatsoever to add anything to my plate. But that is why I took the leap of faith and I joined, because I needed extra time. I needed my life back. So as soon as I started getting results, I shared them with everyone. I didn't care what other people thought anymore because I was tired and burnt out, and their opinions didn't pay my bills. So, flash forward to 9 months into the business, I was able to quit all 3 of my jobs and completely replace my income. I earned a $20,000 bonus, which is crazy, but my student loans came up to be $20,000. And if that's not a sign from God, then I don't know what is. He really knew that I needed this in my life. Not just for what it's done to my wallet, but what it's done to my heart. I've been able to grow into such a better person. I'm surrounded by the most uplifting friendships. And I'm able to dream bigger than I ever have been able to before. I'm a stay-at-home dog mom now. I'm able to travel whenever and wherever I want to. And I just have the freedom to live the life that I've always dreamed of. One of my biggest goals was to help my parents financially, and because of this business, we've earned $120,000 in bonuses as a family. We've renovated my parents' house, and me and my mom have grown even closer because of this. So if this has been tugging at your heart, I just ask you to stay open to this opportunity. It could change your whole life, just like it's changed ours. And you can't afford to not know and to not find out if it could change yours. And even if it's not for you and you just want to try the products and get great results, I guarantee you that you know someone who does need this business, who is crying themselves to sleep every night, just like I was, and whose whole life could change if they just knew what we have our hands on. So we are in the business of changing lives, and we are so excited to introduce you to these products and this opportunity, and we are ready to get this party started.